I again see the solution in prevention and
Prevention
in
of what?
anti-discrimination laws, not in gender quotas.
No, you have a person
in prevention
who picks...
in prevention of the scenario that you are picked/not picked only based on your gender. So, yeah, I disagree. I strongly disagree. I think equality is needed in a workplace. In fact, I believe equality is needed everywhere. That's pretty. that's pretty self-explanatory from my point of view. Yeah. What do you think?
All right. I don't agree with you, but I do get your point.
Yeah. Could you maybe elaborate, because right now I can't really see any reason why you could disagree.
I mean, you say workplace, but you can work in so many areas, do so many things, and I don't really think anyone is allowed to say such a strong statement generally, because do you need equality on an airplane? Like, there are certain careers to which men and women are naturally not so keen to do. Like, for example, careers that require strength. Of course, men will be more in those careers. But from the point I see, do you have a manager choosing a CEO, and either he chooses the best one, be it a man or a woman, or he doesn't. And that's discrimination. And so we need to deal with the discrimination and not enforce something. Deal with people doing bad decisions, but not enforce employment.
For me, of course, I wasn't trying to make a statement in the sense that the numbers need to be equal, because obviously you're right, in certain fields the ratio will never be even, and that's okay. What I'm trying to say is the opportunity and the way that you come to the situation, and the fact that there still is a lot of discrimination. My name is Marketa and Adam. I come from the Czech Republic. I'm 17 years old, and I'm right now here in Yerevan.
Do you consider yourself as a feminist?
Yes, however, I feel the need to state that as a feminist by its definition, not as a radical extreme activist, because nowadays there's a big difference between what feminism actually is and what it's perceived like. So, yeah, I do.
There are jobs for women. Okay, I do get it. Statistically speaking, yes, men and women are different, and even though we are all still humans, we're the same humans, we are different. And from statistical point of view, there are jobs when men naturally will be better than women. But if we're talking about the most common thing discussed in this area, strength needed for the job, women are also able to acquire this strength, but they do not have it as natural as men. Like,
honestly, I don't have an opinion, a given one exact opinion, and I kind of don't want to have one, just because also at this point in the time we are developing very fast, not only as a society but technology-wise as well, and I think due to automation there will be a lot of different jobs and a lot of new jobs in the upcoming years, and I believe that maybe a job I would do once
yes,
I'm out of school
there are lots
doesn't
of
even
jobs,
exist yet.
but are there any where men will always be better than women?
What I'm trying to say is that it's quite likely that those jobs will not exist at all, or will not be done by humans at that point.
Oh, like, interesting. Like, the jobs at which men will always, from my point of view, perform better than women will not exist in the future. So this question doesn't make sense from like future point of view. Well, Adam Chudemal. I'll be turning 18 in 2 months. I'm from Czech Republic. Studying grammar school. I'll end the school in 2.5 years, and I plan on going to a technic-related university in my home country, Prague.
Do you consider yourself as a feminist?
No, I do not, and I have very questionable views on feminism as a stance. Like, you need to give women the chance to be somewhere, even though you are not sure that they will be better than their men, like, competitors. Because if you don't put them, they will not gain the experience, and it's like a magic wheel turning all over again.
That's not exactly what I was saying, but I get your point. Honestly, this is a spicy one. I don't know. I mean, I am not that keen on the whole quotas idea, just because.
Me neither.
For me personally, this takes away the skill and knowledge side of the person. It mostly focuses on gender identity or sex only, which from my perspective goes directly against the fight for equality and against feminism, because feminism by its definition is the belief and is the fight that people are equal politically, socially, in the workplace, basically everywhere, no matter to their sex. So in a way you are trying to look deeper than it's just like what's between your legs, right? And for me personally, just quotas fail to address this. They just focus on this one little, not little detail, but this one thing, and tend to overlook everything else.
I really do not like the idea of gender quotas, for different reasons, of course, but we agree that it is not a good idea. But like this statement, it is interesting, because from my point of view, if we're talking about gender quotas, you have this manager who's either biased or not. So he either picks a person based on their knowledge and skill, or he discriminates. And if women do not have this skill and experience, also as men, because we men are not born with skill and experience. So this boss who picks the better person is much more likely to pick a man, because there are these who pick based on experience and skill, and those who pick because they discriminate. And these discriminating ones pick probably more men,
Do I get
and
it right?
these pick more experience related, which in the end means more men will be in this position. So in this statement, I think the gender quotas could fix this problem, even though I do not agree with the idea as a whole.
Honestly, I get your point, and I'm glad that you identify this as a big problem as well. But I again see the solution in prevention and
Prevention
in
of what?
anti-discrimination laws, not in gender
No,
quotas.
you have a person
in
who
prevention
picks.
of the scenario that you are picked/not picked only based on your gender. That's why I think like
Can you prevent men and women applying for the same position, having the same skill and experience?
you can't, but you can try to at least prevent.
Prevent what?
The discrimination happening. Like
What discrimination? I am a non-discriminating person, but I have to pick same skill, same experience, different gender. Who do I pick? I do not discriminate. I do not want to discriminate. I don't care about the gender. Who do I pick?
What if there is like not the gender, right? Because again, in the UK, usually when you submit a
Then
CV,
I will pick randomly, because
Yes.
I have no way of choosing.
yes,
Like, should I randomly pick who will get hired or not?
yeah, because like why should it matter whether it's a man or a woman? Why should this actually be even on your mind if they have the same level of experience, if they have the same skill?